Hi, my name is Leah Gooch, and I have made a creative writing and mindful movement class for those who are incarcerated, men, women, and youth. Currently, I work with teenagers, 16 and 17-year-olds, who have been charged and are in a facility. And the class that I teach is voluntarily based for them to attend. So part of the class is to invite future students to come and take the class. Throughout the past year that I've been teaching this class, I wrote poetry to model for the students how you can take conversations and experiences and interpretations of those experiences and turn them into art. And I was always a painter, so this was an opportunity for me to practice a medium that I wasn't as accustomed to, which is writing poetry. So this is a compilation of poems. I hope you enjoy. My website is 4minutesAday.org if you want to check out the curriculum or other related yoga meditation resources. Some of this is about students I've had at the Ulster County Jail, and then some are about the teenagers that I worked with. I'm here to be inspired. Looking in your eyes, I see fire, not extinguished by being called a liar. I hope that this class will take you higher, and I'm not talking Dro, Sativa, or Coke. I'm talking that spiritual life, but I'm no pope. It's not church, but keep it a probe. Cracking open your psyche is my hope, and have insights that let your hearts and minds elope and take you on a journey to help you cope. Meditation, yoga, writing, it's gonna be dope. I've tried 9 to 5s and my soul said nope. Hooked on a zip line, my life on a rope, I had an epiphany, no joke. Fearful of heights, tears streaming down, high in a mountain, space void of sound. Scared shitless of change, but I can't go home now, calling all my angels to come around. I jumped off the ledge, nothing but air under, sheer terror, my heart throbbing like thunder, death the result of a mechanical blunder. And then clear in the sky, the faces of Nasir and Angel Lanes, 2 boys from the city, clear as day. I'd met them that summer when working for pay. Angel a rapper, 5 stars on his arms, smooth talking and jacked, he made more peace than harm. But when talking about Drake, he'd ring the alarm, defending his artistry like they were crops on his farm. I don't know why I was born with light skin, why my eyes can light up souls that are dim, why my mom is with me in less ways than 2, why the day Carly died, Lynn's had a flight in from Peru. On the phone with Brian, interviewing for a job, Allie called, and all I could hear was a sob. Lee, we lost Carly. She's gone from our grip. I felt my heart and my body sink. I called my fam, Lynn's and Dre last. Time in slow motion, but looking back, it was fast. Where are you, he asked. I'm coming to you now. You showed up in minutes, there for me, no doubt. You opened your door. I felt numb and got in. How are you feeling? Well, go take a spin. I read a passage at the funeral on stage. I looked in Allie's eyes, and I knew it was my time to be brave. I went in for the interview 2 days later, $25 an hour to paint with teenagers. 1 spot in a juvie center, do you know what that is? It's where you go when you're charged and you're a kid. Put me there. I'm ready to be rocked and work with some kids who grew up on the block. They'll know what it's like to feel trapped inside, seeing demons arise, choosing to face them or hide. I'll have to call your mom and ask if it's okay. He joked, not realizing her death had been 6 months away. I met a boy, Nas, that summer of 2016. He'd shot a guy in the leg when he was 16. Born with dark skin tone in the United States, chances of going to jail automatically a higher rate. Combine that with a mama who uses crack, the obstacles in Nas's life continued to stack. But this young boy saw through me like glass. He knew I was good people and showed up to class. He gave me a chance from the very beginning. Painting a wall, we were both winning. One day I was frustrated and implied I didn't trust Mike. He snapped and got so angry I thought he might fight. After lunch, we all came back together, fighting back tears. It was Nas who made me feel better. Mike shouldn't have yelled, but I triggered a trauma, and the kid was just so far from his mama. Nas quietly came over and asked if I was okay, and that's all it took to help me get through the day. Remember that next time you see someone get upset, it's an opportunity to pay back good karmic debt. But the thing that I found most fascinating about it all is it was his face that appeared when I was most afraid to fall. Gliding along a zip line in the jungle of Peru, he and Angel Lanes appeared, helping me through. Deep in a cell in Crossroads in Brownsville, I found young men who were my walking angels. Fast forward 2 years, and I got a new set of fears. How can I capture the magic of these classes, get support, and share it with the masses? People are trapped inside the walls of a mental prison. Light and love crack them open like a prism, and when that happens, every color is displayed. Vibrations and consciousness aligns and fades. Time is a valuable asset. Don't throw it shade. Challenge yourself next time negative thoughts invade. Face them and slice them open with a blade. Make them into art, dripping blood through your pen. Write your dreams and your stories again and again. We all can learn to speak a universal language. Decipher that code and you'll have an advantage. Even if you grew up at a disadvantage, you're the type of kids who had to make your own bandage, protecting your siblings, just trying to manage. Maybe you walked to school each day famished, or were scared to come home to see that your mom vanished. The thing about writing or making art is it's an expression of your subconscious parts. It does take practice, but you might as well start. No chance to hit the target unless you throw the dart. To all my guys and girls who know hip-hop's best, Yeezus dropped an album, Silencing His Rest. Bipolar and sick as Kanye West, alienating dudes east to west. But no doubt his beats are surefire. I wish I could afford his skills to hire. But then he talks about women and a butt he'd buy her. Makes me think twice about the rappers I admire. Zans and Lean Future, come on, take it higher. I'd rather ask Melvin to help me out. Writes and spits bars with a protective clout. If there's no leader, you're en route. But you'd show when you're safe, I come to find out. Last class I held it down for you, no doubt. See traumatized humans, look for tracks to mount. Lee, you're one of a kind, familiar but far out, energy exuding like a humpback spout. A published author, I come to find out, but your addiction to alcohol leaves you in doubt. Corey, you're patient, but I see the wheels turn. I'll wait, you say. These brothers will learn. Coming off as disrespectful is your concern, but not everyone picks up the innuendos you discern. Cultivate patience and observe your gears turn. At the tender age of 21, Kyle, these guys are taking you in like a son. But it's the internal battles that must be won. Self-actualization more powerful than a gun. Get thirsty, read books, soak in knowledge like the sun. Pause. Then I read your note on love words in Greek. The disappointment as you tried to steady your feet. Speaking your truth is far from weak. The upside of being low is one day again you'll peak. Just because there's heartache doesn't mean defeat. Sit through that shit and cry when you need, because running from those feelings will bury them deep. Stitch up those wings, because one day you'll leap, and the benefits of this work you'll one day come to reap. To Hootie, you're writing about generic girls, practicing Creole, twisting your curls. Patience when demonstrating, fingers crossed uncurled. Sarcasm in the mind, but the brow remains unfurled. Yeah, you seem awake, but more than your advice I want to take. Sure, you appear to be calm like a lake, but dark thoughts I bet come as you lay there awake. In that space is where your art can bake. Scott sits pensive, wrapped in his cerebellum, those fiery eyes lit like the sig of a felon, inadvertently causing social rebellion, opposing norms, never hesitating to tell 'em, wearing rose-colored glasses clouding your vision like vellum. Trevor said, spit over the beat, pen and pad in the driver's seat, blasting the heat, driving down Burl Street, thinking about our conversations last week. Like Kyle, I grow strong while feeling weak. Vince reading scriptures, peace he seeks, but sometimes it's time to change that tide and take a closer look from that which you hide. Talk to Malik, he wasn't always this fly. Once gang banging and refused to wear the tie. Now on another level, that conscious high. He may share his secrets with you if you pry. Ask him to tell him about the last time he cried. But you must earn his trust before he confides. Behind fake walls with this one you can't hide. I invite you each to use your pen to write your story, and not always the ones with the sunsets and glory. Write the ones that make you sweat like you're on Maury. Sit through that discomfort and show up to class Corey. Trust yourself as you sink into the quarry, shedding light in places once far too gory. Driving home from work, listening to Elmatic, I try to write lines and all I hear is static, so I step back or reset and get back at it. Teaching and not learning is problematic. I encourage y'all to be more emphatic, Des telling me to chill and be less manic. I'm disappointed to move on, but I know to be strong, carrying with me the lessons that I learned along. The weight of your hearts, these lessons can't fade, but are reinforced with each success that's made. I'm deeply moved by what we've done. You're grounded in meditation, and I know we've won. Mental freedom not threatened by the force of a gun. To Hootie, your story, I hope one day you read to your son, who looks up at you with admiration and wonder how anyone so peaceful ever makes such a blunder. That would land him in a cell and orange jumper. But I think that these things happen for a reason, the struggle and triumphs changing like seasons. When I watch you take responsibility for your actions, I'm inspired and try to do the same in some fashion. You walk in this room trying not to get tight, seeking refuge, pulled towards the light. Hesitate to try, fearful what they might think of your swag, level not on 10, always on guard, ready to defend. Like right before a text you want to send to someone you like, hoping it lands on their end. Today I'll offer some insight on that. I've gone through it myself many times, in fact. See, it's not about you, but their interpretation, and there's nothing that you can do to control their inclination. All you can do is observe your patience and move through the space in between elevations. Now it's time to talk about our class. I still think we're flying at half-mast. It's been a month, but August goes fast. I want to end with you feeling gassed, leveling up from hard work, feet on the dash. Stay present because time you cannot stash or slow it down to make good moments last. It can't be bought off by a stack of cash. Sir Death can't be controlled by money or a gun. She won't care if you just had your first son or are contemplating suicide because prison isn't fun. When your penal gland lets DMT release, the connection to all things becomes complete. A healthy life will help, scientists believe, to release this more often, giving you reprieve. But it comes out naturally in your dreams, so right when you wake up, and you'll recognize the themes. I'm not telling you exactly what to do. Yes, I'm a teacher guiding you through, but I don't know what goes on inside of you, and anyone saying they do is just projecting their shit onto you. But I do know that truth is a rare find, and if I wasn't intrigued by your human mind, I wouldn't be sitting here writing this rhyme. I reckon that if you write your thoughts down, it might alleviate what's making you wound. Writing helps prisoners, studies have found. Try with my support this time around. I want to hear about your feelings, what went down. I don't care about punctuation, adverbs describing nouns. I want to hear your truth and not someone else's sound. And when it's a wrap, well, namaste, a peaceful pound. Y'all are kings and queens, so adjust that crown. Thank you for listening. Check out my website, 4minutesaday.org, if you want to learn more about this class, and comment if you want to hear more of these poems, because I got a lot of them.